While Halloween is traditionally a holiday filled with sugar-filled treats, choosing to give out healthier options to trick-or-treaters can set your home apart from others and help you avoid snacking on those candies on Halloween as well.
Did you know that Widow's house is giving out kale chips?
Oh, well, my house
That's good, right?
My house is giving out candy.
Join us today. Stanford dietitian Bree Cernsky is here to highlight some alternatives. I just want to give you a golf clap, Widow, for kale chips. I think that is
You know what? I think the kids are going to love it. I think I'll only get a little bit of TP in my trees when that happens. Okay, and my husband will be the first one to complain when I buy things that are not Snicker bars in the house, but the kids really do love kale chips. Okay, maybe they don't love kale chips, but the kids are open to some different ideas in the bucket of candy treats.
They are, and you know, throwing in a little variety is not a bad thing. And so whether it be your kale chips or, you know, some non-candy food items like the raisins or the crackers, kind of depending on what you're looking for in terms of if you want a lower sugar option or whatever else. But even some of the non-food items are really fun for kids. So the stickers, the pencils. My 4-year-old came home the other day with Halloween stickers and was just excited as all get out for them. So
way better than candy. Better than candy in some cases when they have a ring that has a bat on it.
Right. There are a lot of options. So just thinking outside of the box sometimes, and it doesn't always have to be candy, but it may be.
Okay, so what are some of your healthier food options? You kind of touched on them, but can you expand on that?
Yeah, so again, kind of depending on what you're looking for. If you wanted to do something lower sugar, some of the crackers, the whole grain pretzels, or those kinds of things offer something different. If you want to do something that's still super kid-friendly, but not candy, the juice boxes are kind of a fun option, especially with the 100% juice and some extra vitamins there. Sometimes the fruit snacks, again, still kid-friendly, but not the chocolate or the higher sugar contents.
The little raisin boxes are perfect too.
They are, yep. And again, you know, you can find the variety of those, whether it be the plain ones or the yogurt covered ones. And so, yes, switching up what they're getting in their buckets.
Could we touch on, and we didn't necessarily tell you we were going to do this, but peanut allergy as well. Can you mix or like put them in a different bowl, or should you just not do claim to be peanut free if you're not?
You know, to be on the safe side, I would tell somebody don't claim to be peanut free unless you are completely peanut free. That is just one of those allergies that it's a little bit too it's a serious allergy, so you want to be careful with that. That is another reason, though, that if you're looking at going with options that are not necessarily the candies or so forth, it is more allergy friendly. You don't have to worry about that when you're doing the stickers or the little funny racers or bubbles or those kinds of things. So that does make you a more allergy friendly trick-or-treat at home too.
And how about, you don't have anything here that's homemade, but I would imagine that you probably like frown upon that to give to children, because I know I wouldn't necessarily want my children to get the homemade treats.
Right, neither would I. I think just, unfortunately, we are in a world now where the safety has to be something that we think about, and not knowing allergies and those kinds of things, I definitely would stay away from the homemade items, stick with the package items, whether it be food or non-food items.
And I heard you're going to give us some smart tips for post-Halloween. What do you do with all that candy?
So, couple of things. There are lots of places around the Fargo-Moorhead area that accept donations that they will send off, you know, to troops overseas or those kinds of things. So that's a fun option. Making it into little trail mixes to switch it up. So, you know, put the M&Ms in with some raisins and a whole grain cereal to increase the nutrition value a little bit. But also just use it as a time to talk to your kids about, you know, moderation. They don't have to eat it all at one time. And so it's a good time to teach some lessons about that too.
Bring it to your coworkers and let them eat it up instead of...
Yep, send it with your husband to, you know, to his job.
To his job, not to your job.
Yeah, you can send it all over. So make little care packages and send to family and friends as well. So again, kind of getting creative with it.
I love that. Can we expand more on some of the not candy options here? Because more than just the rings, I was kind of stuck on the rings and stickers, but as I look at your display, where do you go to get these? And you don't have to necessarily spend a lot, right?
You don't. The dollar stores or the dollar sections within Target or Walmart have lots of fun options, especially if you're a home that you don't get a ton of trick-or-treaters. You can maybe do some of these bigger items like the puzzles or so forth. But even just thinking about the packages of pencils and and things. There's a lot in there. So again, there are lots of places around the dollar store, and those dollar sections, though, seem to be prime shopping areas.
And you're proof. Your kids are proof, and mine are too. They often pick the fruit snacks or the gummies or the. You don't have to always be giving chocolate.
Absolutely. Again, the variety is really big. They get sick of things just like we do, and so throw in a few different things in there. They like that. It's good for them.
I love it. Just kind of thinking outside the box for Halloween.
Absolutely. Make
Bree,
it fun.
thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, coming up on today's show, some what ifs around income and the mortgage application process.